Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn thing.
Yo! Hey, we back, man. We back. Coach Dre in the building. Oh boy. RobDaManMedia up in this thing, man. Hey, it's on. It's on now. It's game week. Coach Dre, man, how are you feeling?
Oh man, you know it's game week. Game week for us as well. Short week. I didn't know that we were playing on Thursday, so we play Thursday night. So I will be able to catch the game live and in living color. I'll be able to sit back and watch it on TV. So, but we play Thursday. So yeah, man, it's good. I know Colorado excited. Them guys excited to be able to get out there and get out to somebody else. So I know they're excited. And so it's time to go. And I hope they're ready.
Hey, let's go. Hey, it's game week, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But before we get into everything, right? Let's go ahead and get through some news, right? So you ain't get disappointed, right? So, hey, Ralphie, they had to retire Ralphie. There's a new Ralphie coming. When this going to debut? That's a whole different another question. But I will say this. I'm gonna play a little tribute to Ralphie, right? Last year's Ralphie. I'll play a video for you, just so you know. That was last year's Ralphie. I was being retired. So I just want everybody to know. So, you know, if you at the game, you're expecting to see Ralphie run, you're not gonna see it. So I just had to give you a little tribute, right? That was from last year's opener, Ralphie Run. You know, exclusive from RobDaManMedia's angle, where I was sitting at, you know, in the stands to see that happen. But hey, Coach Dre, knowing that Ralphie's, you know, he's been retired. Well, she's been retired, and new Ralphie's coming. It's not really something that you see from if you're not at the game's perspective, so you're not gonna really miss it. But for those who actually do go to the game, you're gonna miss it. But you got any thoughts about Ralphie?
I mean, those living live animals, they always get retired. I think the Georgia Bulldog Uga, they retire those after a certain amount of years. The LSU Tiger, things of that nature. So that kind of stuff happens. So they'll go get another. They'll have another one out there. They're probably not gonna tell you when. It'll probably be a surprise or something. But it'll be another Ralphie. Because that's a college football tradition. With that Buffalo running out there, just like with the think Texas when they run out with the
Longhorn.
with the spear, with the Longhorn and stuff. So yeah, you don't want to miss that. I know a lot of people are probably looking forward to that Friday, but it's not going to happen this Friday, unless something exquisite happens. But that's something major, and so she, when they get her back, they'll have it ready. Like I say, it's a big tradition for college football.
All right, so the last announcement the last thing, because they're going to do a tribute on Friday. So here's Coach Prime breaking down about the uniforms and what the tribute is.
Uniforms this week, we're going to give some love to Coach McCartney. Gold helmets, black jerseys, gold pants, white socks, black shoes. That's how he did the thing, so we're going to do that. It's going to be a patch on our jersey that says MAC 82 to 94 to pay tribute to his time here, which included the championship, national championship, which I pray to God we do that one day.
Hey, there you have it, right? So you already got the uniform combination. You ain't got to ask me why I'm live. What's the uniform combination? Coach Palmer already put it out there. You just heard it, right? What the combination is going to be. Gold, black, gold. So your thoughts? A tribute to the former coach who brought a national championship to the University of Colorado.
It's fitting to be playing Georgia Tech, the team that you actually split the national championship with that year. And I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from Coach Prime. Coach Mack is a legend. Right now, he's the guy at the Mount Rushmore of Colorado football. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And he deserves to be paid tribute to, and all you can do is tip your hat to Coach Prime for doing that and making sure that that man's legacy lives on, understanding the tradition of Colorado, and that also lets people know that Coach Prime isn't just about trying to come in here and step on the tradition or do this and do that. How some people try to make it seem that he really cares. Him and Coach Mack had a conversation. If we go back and look at the well-off, Coach Mack was happy that he was there, and things of that nature. So I'm happy that he's doing that. That they'll have that patch on their shirt. I know the old former guys from Colorado, especially the guys that played under him, probably are really looking forward to that. So I'm so happy that he did that, and so that's a great combination as well. So can't get mad at that.
For sure. All right. But before we get up into the show, it wouldn't be right if we didn't celebrate about some buffs in the NFL. Jimmy Horn making a 53-man roster. Coach Dre, you know how we feel about our dog Jimmy Horn. It's all you.
I'm overexcited for him. I had lost my phone, so I didn't know what people were saying. But when I did get a new phone today, people were calling. Dre, is it true? Are they saying that Jimmy might not make the team? I was always told that after about maybe the second or third training camp day that those people felt like Jimmy Horn was going to be a guy. And again, the greatest receiver to ever play at the Carolina Panthers says that Jimmy Horn is that guy. So I was never worried about it. I just want him to go out here and succeed. Again, very excited for him. Very happy for him. Again, I know it's going to be some growing pains. Carolina is a young team. They're an up and coming team. They're trying to find their way with a young coach. But again, I'm very excited for Jimmy. I love that kid to death. And then again, you got to give your hats off to Deion Sanders for thinking about the young man's future, not just his present, and not just thinking about what he could do for Colorado, knowing this guy had a dream and had a goal. He had a why, and he wanted to live his why, and now he gets a chance. So kudos to Jimmy Horn for making the 53-man roster. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he'll be on kickoff and punt return to start off. But believe you me, I think Jimmy will be out there on that in that slot receiver spot early and often in the season for the Carolina Panthers. So very excited for him.
No doubt. Next up, we got Jacksonville. Travis, BJ. Unfortunately, Kim got cut. But we got to celebrate BJ making it on the 53-man roster. We knew Travis would make it, but to see BJ Green get his opportunity to shine. Your thoughts, Coach Dre?
I mean, that kid, I thought he was a pro. And that was and to go in and impress in that room, that was one of the strongest rooms in Jacksonville. Talking with the guys that I know around that area. Hey, Coach Dre, I don't know if your guy gonna make it. I know he a good kid, but I don't know. We got a lot of guys in that room. But I told them they just got to give him a chance. Just got to give him a chance, and they did. They went out, they gave him a chance, and he flourished. I think he led the team in quarterback hurries and He got him some sacks, and he was playing with that dog mentality that Coach Sapp and Coach Lewis taught him last season. Uh, and you know, you got to be happy for that kid because again, we know his why. We know why he's out there playing. We know why he's trying to get there, and to see that kid get there. Yeah, a little hurt for Cam. But I think that Cam gonna stick it out. He'll probably get picked up by a Canadian team or something. He'll be playing football, guys, and he'll get his chance to get back in somebody's training camp next year and get a chance to try to make somebody's roster, if not get a phone call during the season.
Yep.
Because the kid, every time I looked on the field, he was up there doing what he's been doing. So you know, it's the different paths for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's different paths for everybody. So I'm just happy that those guys got a call. And so also, again, this is gonna help recruiting, guys. This is gonna help recruiting. We talking about a guy that went undrafted to make the 53 man roster. So you just got to go out there and do your job. Make sure that everybody understands. You understand your assignments, and then, like you say, you gotta excel. You gotta excel on those special teams. And
Oh
I
yeah.
think BJ was good on special teams. I think punt block and stuff like that, and on kickoff, I think he was. I was told he was very, very good on both those. So all of those. So I think that helped him. And then when you go out there, when you turn on the tape, hey, when you jump off the screen, that's what people want to see. So I'm happy for him.
No doubt. LeJohntay made the Ravens. Shador, of course, he made the Browns. And then last but not least, Xavier Weaver, right? So we got 6 total NFL buffs that made the 53-man roster. So we just want to make sure that we get some love, some shout out to them because they put in a lot of work, and it's paying off in the NFL. So man, shout out to them. But today we got to get into the show, man. We got to get into the show. I just have to make sure that we give our love out to them before we do everything. So first thing I want to get into, right? K-Saw's finally been announced as the starting quarterback, which we thought would happen. Your initial thoughts before we get into the Juju's.
The kid, he came in and did what he was supposed to do. It was a battle. So don't let nobody tell you that it was just Coach Prime was just sending us smoke and mirrors. No, it was a real battle, but the young man, he brings another element to the game when you got good running backs. When you got good running backs like Michael Welch and Track Hawk back there in 26, you put teams in a real dilemma when you got a guy like him that can run the ball. And if you watch the K-State game, if you watch the Iowa State game this weekend, you saw that mobile quarterbacks give defenses fits. And K Salter is one of the best in that aspect. And then he can throw the ball as well. And again, he has the experience. The lights weren't going to be too bright. And he did what he was supposed to do as a seasoned veteran. You're supposed to come in here and beat this guy out and be the starting quarterback. So don't never take it as we didn't never think he was going to start. All I ever told you guys was it just wasn't going to be easy. And Deion Sanders wasn't just going to hand him the keys to the car because, he's K Salter. He was going to come in here and have to beat Juju out. But you heard Deion say I expect to see Juju somewhere down the line in this season or even in this upcoming game. So I'm happy for K-Salt because that's what he came to Colorado to do. He said he wanted to lead this team to a Big 12 title. So he's going to get the opportunity to lead the Colorado Buffaloes to a Big 12 title because like I say, you can't deny what you've seen on tape.
Yep.
From what we've been able to see on Will Off, the guy, he moving around. I heard Coach Prime say, hey, man, that's what we bought you here for. When there ain't nothing going on, hey, tuck that thing and get us some yardage. So we not behind the sticks. And when you got a quarterback of that caliber, that's what you have to do. And so now we know who we going to go into Georgia Tech with. And we got to get behind him and let him lead the ship.
Rest assured, all those have questions have been answered. But here's Coach Prime's thoughts about Juju.
It's not like a conversation; it's an expectation. He knows where we stand. He knows what the future beholds for him. He knows how we see him, and he knows what we expect of him. So it's not no elongated conversation where, dog, I want you to do this. He know, they know, our kids know me. I'm too personable, and they see me all the time. I eat with them in the cafeteria. They could come to the office and knock on the door and come in, and we can sit down and chop it up. But our kids know me, man. So we don't have to have those in-depth conversations because I make it plain in our morning meetings and throughout the days and throughout practice. I make it real plain. They never have to guess where I am.
Hey, Coach Prime just laid it out, right? His thoughts, Juju, and there ain't nothing that you blindsided about the decision. You don't know what's going on or anything like that. As Coach Prime just stated in there. Looking back at Coach Prime's statement, how do you take that information, Coach Dre?
I mean, I take it for what he said. I mean, what I told y'all is what he just said. What I've been telling y'all for the last 3 years. Coach Prime ain't telling you no lies. He telling you the truth. He ain't trying to hide nothing. He ain't trying to make you guess. We knew where he stood when he said he didn't know. He didn't know. And once he found out and figured out that that's what he was going with, he told y'all. I mean, I don't know how much plain and simple it was. He said he knows, Juju knows where he stands. He knows how they feel about him. He knows this guy's here for 1 year, and he'll be able to learn. But you also saw the growth in K-So. You also saw, you saw the growth in Juju. I saw Juju start moving around in the pocket a little better and taking off and running and things of that nature to put those tools in his toolbox. So, and I've all heard that those guys love each other. They support each other. They know it was a competition. We were competing for a job, but now, okay, it's your job. I'm your backup. But again, when you're the backup, you one play away. And with a guy like Salter playing quarterback, the way he runs and the way he does things, you one play away. So you better be prepared. If you get ready, if you be ready, you don't have to get ready. And I
Yeah.
think Juju I think Juju is ready, so he ain't gonna have to get ready. And so we're in a great position to have two. Again, this is the reason why we keep stating that we are a good football team because we have quality backup. No knock, no knock on Star backing up
Shador.
Shiloh Sanders. But you physically probably have to change your playbook when you get to Salter from Shador. Julian to Juju, yeah, it's a change, but it's not that much. It's still certain things that you can still run. It still looks the same in certain things that you line up in. And so again, all I take is Coach Prime's been telling you guys the truth. I don't know. They're gonna battle it out, and once I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Once he figured it out, he let you guys know. Uh,
Yeah.
and so now, we getting, it's Tuesday. We had a good. Hopefully, we had a good Tuesday practice. I ain't been able to watch well off or nothing. Just getting home myself. So, um, but happy for, like I say, happy for K-Saw, happy for Juju.
Yeah.
Got to remember this kid. This kid could be sitting down in Georgia right now, getting ready to play a Friday night football game this coming Friday,
No
and
doubt.
knowing he to start quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So what I like about the kid is he didn't shy away from the competition. He took it on, made the best man win, and so like I said, I was happy that those guys really went out there and battled, and the best man won.
No, I love that Juju came to college early, right, to get a year under his belt where he's not coming in trying to learn everything and into next year's situation. This year is going to prepare him for even greater things for the following season, knowing that, hey, you got your quarterback of the future. Now you just got to go get the pieces around him. Because this is a senior-led dominant team. So the pieces that you're going to put around Juju is going to look a little different than what K-Salt got. So we're always going to have receivers. You'll never have to worry about receivers because we're always going to find some receivers somewhere, somehow at the University of Colorado. So I never worry about the skill position. But it's going to give people opportunity for offensive linemen to come and want to play with Juju from that standpoint. So, big up to Juju, right? Being able to get ready to step into the limelight, playing at the University of Colorado, to understand, to witness what's going to happen. I do think that they're going to play some packages in for Juju against Georgia Tech. Now, when, how, and where, what time of the game, I'm not sure. But I do think they got a package built in for Juju to come in at some point in this Georgia Tech game. But to move forward, before we play this game, Coach, because I'm going to put you on a hot seat, Coach. I'm going to put you on a hot seat. But before we get into putting you on a hot seat, Coach, when you look at year 1 to year 3 in the Coach Prime era, what's your initial thoughts?
We got better each year. I feel like we've gotten better as a football team each year. I don't think that we've taken a back seat. We've been very proactive. Coach Prime has been very, very, very involved. I think you're gonna see not a different Coach Prime, but like I say, it's a difference when I don't have my boys on the team. It's just my team and my guys. But you've seen the maturation of this thing. It is, if you go back and you listen to Coach Prime talk, he's always said, "I know I can get the skill guys. That's never gonna be a problem. I'm Deion Sanders. But when I can start recruiting these big hogs, when I can start getting these guys to come in and buy into what I got and what I'm building down here in Colorado, it's going to be a problem." And that's what you see. Jordan Seaton, Xavier Hill, Big Larry Johnson, the other center that just came in, McGill, and then the great class of linemen that he got in last year with Smitty and Good. You get what I'm saying? So he has done exactly what he said. And again, if you go back and you watch some of our old shows, I told you I've seen this story before. And it is playing out just like he thought it would. When he got to Jackson State, that was his problem. He didn't have good offensive linemen. Once he started getting better linemen, things started to change for him. And now that's the same thing that you're getting. You see he got better linemen. You got guys that with a great pro grade coming in. You got guys that's projected to be Big 12, all first team Big 12 and things of that nature. So when you start building that caliber of ball player, then that's when because we got the skill. We skilled down. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna always be able to go get receivers and running backs because you got Marshall Falk. You talking about you got one of the greatest receiver coaches. You got a guy who caught balls from a Heisman Trophy winner and coached the Heisman Trophy winner. It ain't many guys got that on their resume. And Coach Phil, and Coach is one of those guys. He's no nonsense. He does his thing. And so now Coach is just building a better staff each and every year. And now you bring in a guy like Swayze from that old grit and grime down here in Florida, and bring that old Miami flair with him, and walk it like he talk it, sing it like he bring it. And now you see them guys doing that, and so we're in a great spot. I know I've heard people say, "Oh, they're gonna take a back seat, and it's gonna be that." I'm gonna tell you, people said that Arizona State was gonna finish slap last year in the Big 12. Where they end up?
Yeah.
So that lets you know just how much I think of what people say. I believe in Coach Prime because it's more than football, and it's more than that pigskin out there. And he teaching these young men real life lessons. He's building he's already laid a great foundation, and now we building this thing brick by brick. And so every kid he bringing in now, he building it brick by brick. So I feel good about from where he started after winning a SWAC championship, getting on the airplane, coming and being announced as the head coach of Colorado, going through those trials and tribulations, going through what he went through. I keep telling y'all, everybody want to see a rainbow, but to see a rainbow, you got to have some rain. And so we done had some rainy days. We done had some rainy hours, but Coach Prime never wavered, and he done been through it. And now you see that the adrenaline is pumping. He ready to go. The coaches are ready to go. And so now you're going to see a better product. And I believe that wholeheartedly that you're going to see a better product this year from Colorado Buffaloes.
No doubt, man. But first of all, shout out to Philip Dukes before I drop this video. Shout out to Philip Dukes for asking this question. Our dog. He will be on the show tomorrow. So if you want to see Dukes to Scoop tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in. He'll be up here with the CU aunties. They're going to have a great show laid out for y'all. But shout out to Philip Dukes.
My hitter. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good, Coach. Coach, I wanted to ask you, from year 3 in Colorado, considering where you came from in year 1, what's been the biggest difference that you've noticed over this time going into this year?
Biggest difference? That's a great question, Mr. Dukes. People. You know, first it was the challenge of coming to this level. Could we change the game? We did. Then can you consistently do it with the players you have? Can you win? We did. Now it's, well, can you do it without Travis and Shador? Can you do it? You know, it's always going to be a challenge, and I don't mind that. I stand up to those. I've been challenged my whole darn life, but this ain't about me. This is about the kids that we've assembled, and we will. Ain't that a song say, we going to be all right? We going to be all right. Who's that?
Hey, he told you now. Welcome, man, Warren G, man. What's going on, man?
Yeah, there it is, my guys. Coach Dre was good. Man, salute to you, brother. Rob, what's good?
Man, what's going on, man?
Man, it's almost game week. It's game week. I'm coming with some gas. It's game week. You know what it is. It's time to play. It's time to show up and show out. Yeah, we ready.
So you heard Coach thoughts on, you know, from year 1 to year 3, and you know what's changed. How do you see from year 1 to year 3 changing in your eyes, Warren?
Man, I mean, by leaps and bounds, let's just go with the offensive line. Let's just, like off the top. From year 1 to year 3, man, we got Jordan Seaton running with the running backs. You know, we got Jordan Seaton, and we got people. We got Jordan Seaton, who's just a sophomore, being a leader, taking a leadership role in on the offensive line. You know, and that whole line, that whole line is ready. And I think I heard Robert. Pat Schumer talk about, you know, we got good 8 line, we got a good solid 8 people. You know, so something happened with that first 5. You know, we good. He said he see 8 up front. That's solid, which is good. We didn't have that, and he made it clear that we didn't have that the first year or the second year. He said we struggled with getting a good 5, solid 5. So, you know, I feel like this. We great. The running back room looks healthy. I'm pretty sure Dalen is anxious to get back. I know he didn't want to be hurt, you know, but man, we solid. We, like Pro Sean said, we got depth. We got a better team than we did last year. I'm just gonna put it out there already. We got a much better team. Everybody seems to be even Braylon Miller said, man, the energy that the freshmen are bringing in is refreshing to him. It keeps them on the, you know, keep them on their toes. And that's a good thing, at least in my eyes.
It's because they come for your spot. That's why. It's a different
Yes,
when you
sir.
It's a different when you go out there and make plays.
Yes, sir. Man, y'all hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's what I wanted to really say. Hit the like button. Show some respect in the house, you know. They cooking up here.
I mean, it comes down to It come. You hear people say backups, and y'all hear me say all the time quality backups, and so I'll explain what I mean by quality backups. When I say quality backups, right now on the other side of DJ McKinney, we feel like DJ McKinney is that guy right now at a corner spot. But at the other corner, you got Parks and you got Johnson. They're battling for the job. One of them gonna win, one of them ain't, right? But the other one is the backup. That's quality. That's a quality backup because if he comes out, I go in. And when I'm in, I understand that if I get in here and mess up, he can come in and I can go out because we on the same level. It's not a big drop off when I take you out to get to the next guy. Same thing with the defensive lineman. When you talk about the defensive lineman in that interior, it's 5 or 6 guys up there. Hey man, you ain't getting it done. Prime stop practice. I saw him stop practice the other day. Hey, get him out. Get him out. Put somebody else in. I don't got time. He ain't hustling. He ain't do. And it's the little things. We're not talking about the big things. We talking about the little things that you got to do. And we talking about the little things you got to do. And so that's what I mean by quality backup. We feel good if something was to happen to K Salt, we don't feel like the world's coming to an end. We got Juju.
Yeah.
You heard Uncle Warren say you got 2 or 3. You got Trackhawk. You got Michael Welch. You got the kid. What's the other Price? Is his last name Price?
Yeah,
Simeon
Craig.
Simeon Price.
I mean, I'm sorry,
Price.
Simeon Price. My
You
bad.
got Price, and then like you say, and now Hayden again, like Unc said. I know Hayden upset, but baby, it's hard to come back in here and say you're gonna start.
Yeah.
It's hard, and that no fault of yours. No fault of yours, but you not here. You can't practice. These guys have put in the work. Again, this is the way I put it to y'all guys. Just imagine you coming to work every day and putting in a full 8 hours, and this other person they on vacation. Now I know some people they get vacation time and this, that, and the other, but hey, if I'm in here putting in the work and you ain't putting in the work, well, I don't expect your check to look like mine.
Thanks.
So,
yes,
but when you come back, while you was on vacation, well, I was moving up the ranks. I don't get pulled back down because you showed up. Now we ain't getting the job done, then hey, you come right back in here, you slide right back in your spot. But from what I seen from Michael, from what I seen from Trackhawk, what I seen from Price, hey, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard cooking.
What's it gonna get?
It's gonna be hard cooking. Like you say, right now, I'm just waiting on the depth chart to come out probably tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna read Seaton, Hill, probably McGee, Zach Chrysler, and Larry Johnson up front. That's what I got. That's what I got. Now the center could be different. That's the only spot where I feel like it could be different. The center could be different.
Pat Sherman spoke on it. He said, "Man, it's a little tough in that center position because it's got some people in there competing. They playing hard. That's the way we want."
Once the depth chart come out, you should see McGill, and it's gonna have an or Loveland right next to it. So that's
that's what I expect to see. I expect to see at receiver. I expect to see Miller, Brown, and Williams. That's what I expect to see when we go for wide. Him or JoJo. But Sincere Brown, Amarion Miller, Draylon Miller, I take that back, y'all. Might be Isaiah Hodge.
I was just gonna say something. because I think Draylon's going to line up in some different spots, and he may not line up at receiver, which is going to put Isaiah Hodge in the slot.
But
Well,
I mean, I think. Go ahead. On.
yeah, D. Miller mentioned it. He said, "Man, I'm gonna be coming out the backfield. You're gonna catch me in some different spots. Don't just get me in the slot. You better be ready for me because I'm coming from everywhere." Yes, sir. They finna use that young man. They know what he got.
But again, you knew what I knew about Draylon Miller is when you're on spring break and they're having an NFL pro day and Shiloh Sanders calls you up and say, "Hey, what you doing? I need you to get back here to Colorado so you can be a part of this pro day." That they think that's just how highly they think of you in that room. Hey, as much as people don't want to hear this, ever since Timmons done got back, I like what I've been seeing out of Timmons. Ever since he done got healthy. Again, you know why? Because boy, all these young puppies, they've been because 14 and 14 and 15, they gonna be a problem.
Oh
Uh,
man. Oh man.
14 and 15, they gonna be a problem. So and that's what you and then people laughed at me and Rob when we said, "Oh man, when Caleb come back, Caleb gonna be in the rotation." Oh no, man, what is y'all
Mm-hmm.
talking about? What is y'all
Yeah,
talking about?
man. Caleb been
Caleb ain't
showing up.
he just gonna be on the bench, coach. He ain't.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
that's right,
oh,
coach.
okay, man. I just know the kid as a true freshman played when you got the likes of Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn, Xavier Weaver. Like I don't. The kid played with the likes of those kids, with the likes of those guys. I don't know what y'all looking at. But when a guy can, the same thing when I hear people say, "Oh, Carter Stoudemire, he is not going to be that good." In what world? Cremona McClain, my jet. He down here in Florida finna get ready to get off this weekend. You understand me? But he got on the
You know,
field for my jet.
I
He
used to
got on the
grow up
field for my jet.
when you're around people and you be around them long enough, you'll start to pick up some of the things that they do. He's around them. He's been around them players for a minute, so you know he can't help but learn and pick up stuff. So I'm expecting him to get some playing time this year. And Coach Phillips said that we 8 deep. He didn't say 6. He didn't say 5. He didn't say 4. He said we 8 deep. And even
Hey, hold on,
further
hold
went to
on,
say he couldn't even play
hold
better.
on, coach,
Yes, sir.
hold on 1 second. So you say he say 8 deep that he gonna play 8 receivers? How long you been listening to me and Rob?
For a minute.
We
For a minute.
how many times I done told you gonna play 8 receivers?
For a long time. Over 2 years.
It, it's not rocket science, guys. It's just not rocket science. It's not. You gonna play up. Receiver and defensive line are one of the most rotated positions in football.
Facts.
Receiver and defensive line is one of the most rotated. So again, you heard Coach Swayze say it. It ain't about who. I don't care who starts the football game. I want to know who's gonna be in the game in the fourth quarter. When there's 12 minutes left, but whenever the last 15 up there, man, can you go?
That's all you want.
Can you?
Yes,
I
sir.
just want to know, and I think, like I say, I think we have that in the secondary. We have that at linebacker. We have great depth at the defense, in the interior and at the edges, offensive line, defensive line. Uh, but we got a great coaching staff, and I think that's the biggest thing. I think we got a great mixture of guys, and you don't see that often when you have 3 offensive line coaches and 3 defensive line coaches, and all these guys can get together, and there's no ego. They put their egos aside and they do what's best for these young men. I'm not in
That's
here trying. I heard Coach say, I don't step on Coach toes, and I don't step on Coach toes. When Coach is talking, I'm listening, and I'm just chiming in. And 9 times out of 10, I done said the same thing to this player that this coach already done said. So now he's hearing it from not just me, he's hearing it from other people. So again, we're just in a great position. We're in a great position, and you can't wait to get to Friday night. This is a great week of football all the way around.
No doubt, no doubt. Let me answer this question.
Before you move on, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Let me answer this question because it's been here for a minute. Why is it so hard to get tickets to the Buff game? I always say this: if you're trying to get games to any Buff game, and it's sold out, you can always go to the Game Time app. That's the best place to go. That's the best place to go. Go to the Game Time app. Tax and fees all included. That's the best place for you to get tickets. If you're trying to get last minute tickets, you try to get tickets up into Game Time. That is the spot that you want to go to get tickets. So the game is never, just because somebody bought it, it's always going to be somebody reselling it. There's always going to be somebody that can't make it to the game and that's looking to get rid of the tickets or buy the ticket at a cheaper price and trying to sell them. So I'll always suggest go to the Game Time app. If there's any ticket that you're trying to get to a certain game, particular game, go to the Game Time app. That'd be your best place to go. I'm just going to be honest with you. But go ahead, Warren. Whatever you was about to say, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I love this. Was so powerful to me. This really stuck with me. Where the coach said, and I think it was Coach Mathis. He said, "We don't have a safety in the cornerback room. We have a DB room, meaning that them guys can move around. We can move them guys around from corner to safety. You know, you got. I mean, we damn near got Studdemeyer that can play a little bit of linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Or so." I love the fact that we got a DB room. Them guys, all them guys we got, we got so much depth, we can move our pieces around, which is amazing to me. And that's another testament to Prime building a culture where you get some time to play on the field.
No doubt. All right, but moving forward, let's get into some Georgia Tech versus Colorado football talk. What is your thoughts on Georgia Tech's running game? This is a question from the chat.
It's a game that's gonna have to be stopped. If you let it get going, they can really expose you. You gotta go out there and you gotta hunker down. Oh, them defensive tackles, they gotta read their keys. They gotta fill, linebackers gotta fill the gaps. Georgia Tech is a momentum type of football team. If you go back and watch Georgia Tech, if you let them get to going, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep rolling. They're going to keep rolling. They're going to keep rolling. They got a great running back. They got a quarterback who can move around. I don't think he's as good as is it the same guy from last year?
Yes, sir.
So
Mm-hmm.
so he's a pretty decent guy. The running backs can run the ball, and if we got to stop the run. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. If we can't stop the run, we in for a long night. We in for a long night. I give their running game a B plus. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat anything for us. That's one of the things that we gotta stop. Do I like us against them? Yes, because I like my defensive line against their offensive line. But they have a great running back. Again, I've seen us stop good running backs. I've seen us also get ran. I've seen us get ran on by good running backs. So it's just what do we show up and do our job? If we show up and do what Coach Sapp, Coach Pico is teaching, and Coach Hilo is teaching with this great defense that Livingston is putting in. I don't think they have no problem. It's about if we go out here and try to play eye football. If we go out there and try to play eye football, and what is eye football? I'm playing for me. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to be superhero. Don't do that. That's always my thing with players. Football is not a superhero sport. I know we had Travis Hunter, and he was a superhero, but it wasn't a superhero sport. And that's why sometimes we got ourselves in dilemmas because, hey, we just waiting on Travis Hunter to put on the cape, baby. Him and Shador to put on the cape and save us. And that's not how you win football games. If you go back and look at the teams that win national championships, They have good ball players. No different than the other team, but their team is what carries the weight. So yes, I give their running game a B plus. Go ahead.
So, first of all, I've been watching. I watched the game between Georgia Tech and Miami, and they do a lot on the offense. They do a lot of pulling their guards. They move their guards. They move their tackles. They do a lot of pulling, and so we need to remain disciplined. That because again, the thing that I'm most concerned about with CU is they're getting penalties because we was last and definitely we was really bad with that. So as long as we discipline, we'll beat them because they do a lot of moving their guards, and they again, like you said, um, Coach Dre. I don't even need to say no more than that. That the fact we just need to be disciplined and keep gap integrity. Everybody just do your job. Don't try to do nothing extra unless if it comes your way, fine. But stay disciplined with your assignment, basically.
I think we're in a great spot. We've seen this before with the first game last year, North Dakota State. They run similar offenses because Coach Key came from that. That was his tree. That's why North Dakota still runs that same system. So it's not something that we haven't seen. Now, do they have better caliber players than North Dakota State? Yes. Yes, indeed. Right? They have better skill position at the running back, at the wide receiver position. That what their main goal is to lull you to sleep. You know what I mean by slow you to sleep is we gonna keep running, we gonna keep running, we gonna keep running, and boom, we gonna just hit a quick slant. And it's gonna be, a 10 to 15, 20-yard game because corners we start napping over there on the island because we're not seeing the ball enough going out. So one of the things I'll say is don't take this thing for granted. Don't think that they can't pass the ball because when it's time to pass the ball, they can put some drives together. What we have to stop is the long drives, the 10 to 15 play drives. We have to minimize that to a T. And as long as we minimize that, we're fine. It's fair game. But that's gonna be the what we need to do. So, hey, uh, anything else that you guys got on Georgia Tech before we play this rapid fire game? Because we can play rapid fire. I gotta put y'all on the hot seat right quick.
No. I just like I said, I just want to see a balance. I want to see. I want again to win football games. You got to play good offense, good defense, and as Dion tells you all the time, you got to be special on special teams. And we got a guy back there that's gonna probably catch them punts and kickoffs that can be special. And so that's I think like I said about uh, uh, Lejonte for the Ravens. I think that's what's going to maybe tilt the Ravens over a little bit is because you got a guy who can take that thing to the house on special teams. It's the same thing with him. So, but no, I think it's going to be a good football game, a good opener. Again, you don't want to go out there and play what the Gators is playing down here Saturday. I don't Long Island. Lord have mercy. I know how much money they paid them to come down here and get beat to death. But you want to go out there and play somebody where you can be tested and see where your team is, and we know where we at. Uh, I'm excited about where we at. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is a great factor for us, though. I'm gonna keep right to you on. This is a great factor, great element to go right and to continue to non-conference play. Just because it's gonna get us battle tested for the Big 12, and that's really all we want to do. But go ahead, Warren.
Yes, I believe that this game will set the tone for our season. So I'm using this as a measuring stick for our wins and losses, depending on how we play against Georgia Tech. And I'm expecting us to win. I believe it's going to be a tight game in the first half, and then I think that's when Swayze's conditioner will kick in, like the middle of the third quarter. We'll start to see our players shine. We just need to make sure that we be disciplined.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so hey, we finna get to this rapid fire, man. I need to chat. I need everybody out there, to join on. Hey, coach, we got you here. We got you on the hot seat. I want to know which running back will be the first running back to have a 100-yard game.
Track out.
All right, Warren. What you got?
Ditto that.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Which wide receiver
He
will have
coming
the
with that
first?
gas.
Which wide receiver will have the first 100-yard game?
I'm gonna shock some people with this. I'm gonna say Williams from the transfer from Florida State.
That's good. Uh-oh.
Man, I'm staying with the
Mm.
obvious.
Mm.
Old Miller, the DB bully. Yes, sir.
Hey, we got all different type of answers. We got a Marion, we got O Miller, D Miller. Oh man, we got all. Hey, here we go. Which tight end will score the first touchdown this season?
Atkins.
I'm ditto with that one.
Who will lead us in sacks this year?
Oh, now that's hard. Oh,
Wiggins. Wiggins.
Wiggins. Woo.
you know what? I'm finna go off. I'm finna go off the reservation with this. Keaton Wade. I'm gonna go off the reservation. I'm keeping the Keegan Wade this time.
So don't
Come
nobody
on,
got
Wade. Don't fail me,
don't,
Wade.
don't nobody got London Merrick coming around the edge on fire. Third down situations, they gonna let the little freshman loose.
I think he's gonna play. I don't think he's gonna play enough to lead the team in sacks. If I got an honorable mention, it'll be Alden Walker before I would go with London Merritt. So I got Wiggins, and my honorable mention would be Walker. But Coach had a good one too. Wade, I don't think Wade is off the reservation because he had a great season last year. Sammy I hear my boy Sammy getting yelled at a little too much for me to say Sammy right now. So that's why I'm going with Wiggins.
Who will lead us
Yeah,
in interceptions?
I got Wiggins on a mission too. So yeah.
Who's going to lead us in interceptions?
You know what? I'm gonna catch the safety. I'm gonna go with what's the safety name? Man, slip my mind. What's that new guy that we got coming in at that safety?
Which one?
Talking about
Help me
Tafiq
out.
Bobs?
Yeah. I got him leading us. Yeah, I think I got him leading us in interception.
I'm gonna go with RJ Johnson.
RJ.
I'm gonna go with RJ Johnson.
Will we get a kickoff or punt return for a touchdown this year? And if so, who will it be?
Yes, and his name is Q6.
You know what? I think they got Trackhawk. I saw Trackhawk catching the ball, so I'm going with Trackhawk on this one. On that.
Let's see. We got a couple more. How many games will see you run over 150 yards?
Combined.
So it does not have to be one person. Combined. How many games will we run over 150 yards? Out of 12 games, how many games are we going to run over 150 yards?
I'm gonna go with 9. I'm gonna go with 9 out of 12 because you got K Salt. He liable to give you 50. In between the running backs, we gonna get 100. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 9. Charles, I want to say that, but I'm gonna go with 9. I'm gonna go with 9 right now, 9, because 9.
So Charles, I'm gonna get on your bandwagon, man. We doing 12. See, I just happen to have the luxury of watching the highlights from Salter's 2023 season. That man, every time he pulled up, he was getting 40 yards. He get 40 yards in one run. So yeah, we doing that 12 games. 12 games.
But this is the thing. this thing I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all gotta remember who offense that was he was playing in. Now that offense is built. That's the old, like I could call it the old Cam Newton offense. So
Uh,
that's like when you look at that, I don't like to say it because it make it seem, but I just think that offense is more catered to the quarterback run like that. I think our quarterback runs are going to be more of him scrambling. You know, we'll have. Now, I do believe that they're going to have some quarterback runs, but I just believe that him, getting out of the pocket, being elusive is going to be most of his instead of us design RPO type plays like with the offense that he ran from what's the head coach down there at Auburn right now? Feud with Freeze, because that's the offense that's who offense he was running back then. So yeah, but yeah, I go with 9 just to give us some leeway.
All right, so here's the thing. All right, because we're gonna go. This is about the defensive side of the ball now. All right, we averaged giving up 154 yards last year. How many games will we keep the opponent under 150 yards rushing? Out of 12 games. That's about a part of towards a win and a loss.
I'm gonna say 6. I'll kick it off for you, Coach Dre. I'm gonna say 6.
I'm gonna go 2 more. I'm gonna go 8. When I count the games, I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna go. I think we can get 8 teams to stay under the 154 mark. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 8.
All right. How many teams are we gonna keep under 300 yards total offense?
How many teams?
So, all right.
That's a great question.
So listen. Before you answer this, last year, total offense against CU of every team that we played combined averaged 354 yards per game. So I took the total to 300. So I knocked off 54 yards. So how many games can we keep teams under 300 yards of total offense?
So last season, right, we kept them under 350. That was last season, for all our team. So I'm gonna say 12. I'm giving them that much. We bigger and better now. Faster, stronger. We the $6 million man. I'm going 12.
So here's the thing, right? I'm gonna give y'all the keys to why I'm referencing this. When we gave up over 150 yards, we lost. And when we gave up over 300 yards, we lost. So from that trajectory, if you're saying 12, that means that you're projecting us to go 12-0. That's why I'm saying this. So I'm trying to give you a better reference to why why I'm doing what I'm doing.
That's what I actually got that. I stated it on record. I'm putting that on record. We 12-0 this year. I always come up with a little gas, Rob. I throw a little gasoline on mine.
What you got, Coach? How many games?
I got 9 because I got us winning 9. I got us winning 9 games. So I got 9. Iowa State gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough.
So I'm glad you said that, Coach, because we did a breakdown. I did for RobDaManMedia, right? But you didn't get to put your input on the actual breakdown of wins and losses. So I got that up here on the screen for you. So I'm gonna help you out, right? So we can go ahead and get this out the way. So Coach Dre can go ahead and give his insights on which games he had us winning and losing. Go ahead, Coach Dre. It's all you.
Yeah, I'm looking at what you got. You got us winning Georgia Tech, beating Delaware, beating Utah, Wyoming,
Houston, Wyoming.
Oh, that's Houston.
Yep, Houston,
Okay.
Wyoming, BYU, TCU. We take the first L against Iowa State at home. But there's a reason why I got to take that loss. But I'll let you talk.
The only thing I would change is I think we beat West Virginia. If we lose another game, I mean I got us at 9-3. I got us with a loss at Arizona State. And then the thing before me not saying 10-2 was that Arizona State game come right after Kansas State come right after the Arizona State game. So that was my shakiness right there. What I saw from Iowa State, they're gonna be a handful. We're gonna have to bring our lunch pails and a few more lunch pails with us. Those guys are well put together football team. Um, but like you say, everybody on the schedule can be beat. I think is that Iowa State game up coming off a bye.
No, it's not.
No,
But
no, it's not.
but here's why. Here's why I had them lose. Here's why I had them losing the Iowa State game after the TCU game. Um, just the wear and tear as we get to the middle of the season, and if it's one game that we'll do something fluky against, it'll be somebody that we shouldn't be doing something fluky against. And it's always something fluky happening with Iowa State once they get from the middle of the season to the end of the season. So I just had that game circled on the schedule for us getting ready to go on a bye. That's the reason why I had us losing that game. It's the lack of focus coming from Texas, coming back home to the house, getting ready to go on a bye, and people looking forward to going on to that bye.
So after we play Iowa State, we go on a bye, and then we play Utah.
Yes.
Utah is a very scary game. I'm not gonna tell y'all no lie. I just gotta see how they gonna play. I want to see what they look like. Utah gonna be a very well coached football team. It just depends on where their mindset is and how many games they done won or lost.
Well, see, so
But like I say,
here's my
go
thing
ahead.
about Utah. Here's my thing about Utah, right? Everything that Utah has to offer, we've already seen. We've seen the running quarterback, which that's what they have. They have a mobile quarterback. We're gonna see the motion and the jet sweeps and all that type of stuff that Utah's gonna do. We've already seen it. We're gonna see it against Georgia Tech. We're gonna see it against Delaware. We're gonna see it against BYU. We're gonna see it right there before Iowa State. And so us going into that bye week, it's not gonna be something that we haven't seen in years past leading up into that matchup.
I need to see Iowa State schedule uh, going into playing us, because my whole thing is who are they playing? Because you saying we playing BYU, TCU, and then I got Iowa State. That's a tough road to hold right there to try to pull off 3 straight wins. I got us winning the first 1, 2, 3. I got us winning the first 4. I got us winning the first 5. And then when we get to that T, and I got us winning TCU, but that I just think, like you just say, that wear and tear, that coming home from Texas to come back, and like I say, I watched that game. I watched that game from beginning to end Saturday. Those guys are well put together football team.
I
They
don't know.
do follow.
Go ahead,
Go
Coach.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
You know,
no.
Coach,
Go ahead.
maybe you looking through a different lens, and I respect your lens because you are a football coach. But I didn't see that they was all that to me. They didn't. The secondary was sloppy. Uh, and if they had if K-State had any receivers, they would have been cooked most of the time. I mean, um, it was a lot of, and I think because of the rain and everything, and you got to understand that Kansas State didn't even have Dylan Edwards in there. So um, I'm not gonna
So
give them that much. They haven't. That first game wasn't something I was like, I'm scared of them or they worried me. Now I'm like, okay, if we remain disciplined, focused, like you said, the only thing that will hurt us, I think we beat ourselves in that game before they beat us. Let me say it that way. And I don't got us losing to them no more. I did at one point. It was my 2 losses at the beginning before the spring or during the spring after they did their recruiting was Georgia Tech and Iowa State. Those are 2 games. But after I seen how our players move around and after Swayze they got them ready, I said, nah, I'm not. I'm feeling. I'm going to it. I'm pushing my number up to 12-0. But
So
I don't have us losing to Iowa State. I just don't.
so once
Toughest game is gonna be Georgia Tech and Kansas State.
so this is Iowa's schedule. I mean, yeah, Iowa State's schedule. So they're gonna play. They're gonna open up against Arizona in the Big 12. Well, they already opened up the Big 12, but as they get back to the Big 12, they're gonna open up with Arizona at home. Then they go on the road. So they go to Cincinnati and then come to us. So they're on the road back-to-back weeks. So I kind of got this game as a toss-up game, and it can go either way. But them being on the road and then from us, they go on the bye just like we do, and then they go to BYU and Arizona State. So they play their tougher games after us.
Well, yeah, okay. So that I mean, what I all I'm saying is that, and I understand that, but some people made some great points in the comment section though. That field was
Yes, sir.
sloppy.
Yes.
They both turned the ball. They both turned the ball over in key positions. I will give you that Dylan Edwards didn't play. What I liked is I like their resilience. I like the way they
Oh yeah.
didn't. They did that. Like when I watch football games. Besides looking for common like ball players, I'm looking for when you get hit in the football is what I consider a heavyweight boxing match, right? You gonna
Yes,
get
sir.
you in a prize fight, a good prize fight. You gonna throw some punches and land them. I'm gonna throw some punches and land them. It's about can I sometimes can I avoid some of those punches, and even if you do knock me down, can I get up and sustain myself to come back? And what I saw was Iowa State get knocked down, get back up off the turf, and conduct themselves in a manner that's what makes a quality football team, and that's what you know if you go and look at any championship football team, even with the great Nick Saban and the great Alabama team that he had. Somewhere in that season, somebody knocked them on their butts,
Yeah.
Yes,
and they
sir.
got
Yes,
up
sir.
off the they got up off the canvas and they showed great resolve. And that's what I saw. And you got to understand, these guys they went a whole nother country, whole different atmosphere,
I wish they get rid of that game.
and that plays. No, they're not. They're not, bro. They're making too much. Again, it's about money. They make way too much money going over
I
there, bro.
know, but to protect the players and the
But
safety
hey,
for the players, that's
but
more what
hey,
it's about for me.
I'm telling you right now, they gonna send us over there in a year or so. They gonna send us over there in a year or so. I'm just telling y'all, bro. It's about
You might
y'all.
get
Do y'all
ready,
not
huh?
understand? Yeah, I'm saying you see what they doing in the NFL. I think what the NFL got like 5 games out of the country this year.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, bro, they doing that because it's making money. Did you see them stands? And them people didn't know nothing about football. If you watch the game and watch them act,
It's just a curl fest. That's all it was. Curl
yeah,
fest.
you know what I'm saying? The lady said, well, do you know how many points you get for a touchdown? Lady said 4, 3. Like they don't even know what's going on over there. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So, but they buying the tickets and stuff like that. Hey, somebody just said something. I think somebody just said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. See you in Dublin would be an absolute cash cow. And just imagine if you send somebody over there like us playing Arizona State,
Man.
us playing K-State or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's money over
Man,
there,
you
and
know
that's what they
Prime
trying.
gonna be over there selling tickets, man. Prime gonna be selling
Oh
CU,
yeah.
man. They gonna be having jersey up
What
there.
I'm telling you is, hey, Prime gonna tell them, hey man, come on, bring my shoe over here too, so they can buy my shoes. It's money over there to be made, bro.
Hey man, Coach
It's
Brian gonna
money
bring
over there
on.
to be made.
Hey, Coach Brian gonna have a whole briefcase made for everybody. Hey man, you get everything up in here. You get your Prime shoes, your Sin shoes, your extra socks. Buy it all right here. One stop shop, baby.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, but that's what I look at, and it's gonna be tough. By then, I'll be done seeing us enough and see what kind. Like I say, that's why I'm glad that we play Georgia Tech first.
Yeah.
Because I consider this a prize fight. They gonna throw some blows. We gonna throw some blows. Is we gonna be is we gonna be the early Mike Tyson and try to get him out of there early, or are we gonna be Floyd Mayweather? Well, we go the whole 12 rounds, but we efficient in what we doing. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I look at
Yes, sir.
football. That's how I look at football in any aspect. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Some
sir.
teams
Yes, sir.
some teams they go out there and they get like Florida. They should be Mike Tyson when he first started fighting first round. This thing should be over. Everybody on the Florida Gators team should play Saturday. They play in Long Island. I don't even know what his school located at. I don't even know where they located at. Let me be honest with y'all. I'm being honest with y'all. When I talked to Cremani and I talked to V3, I'm like, bro,
Bro, what y'all
like who are y'all playing, bro? Like, what? I like, bro, what y'all got going on? So y'all playing the high school team this week? What y'all got going on? That they bring the high school down here to play? Like, come on, bro. But I understand there's money to be made. I think them guys getting a nice check to come down here. They get beat up.
Hey, coach, this gonna be the last year of that because the SEC going to non-SEC games. So you better get it while you're
well, they again, the SEC and the Big 12 is trying to put a stranglehold on football.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do. And so, but I'm glad of that because you stopped this BS that they got going on this Saturday. I don't like. I want those type of teams to play them type of teams. Coming up here to Gainesville and the game sold out. It's like it's gonna be over. It should be over by halftime. People should be.
It should be over. It should be over first quarter. Like, put that in first quarter.
I told Kermani, I said, man, if y'all, bro, you come, like, bro, if I come out there, bro, and the game ain't over by the first, if I can't go, like, sit in the locker room at the end of the first quarter, bro, I don't even know who this is, bro, for real, bro.
Hey, speaking of Florida, speaking of Komani, we'll be out there to see them October 4th when they play Texas. So you'll see RobDaManMedia in the building. We're going to go support Kermani, former Buff. We'll be at the game. So, man, we just want him to have a great season. Continue to put the work in because he's been putting in work silently that a lot of people don't know because you ain't really seen him. And just go out and have a great season. So, man, shout out to Kermani. Make sure that we get some love and support to him because, we've never cut off that relationship because he's not a Buff. So I just want that put that out there.
I mean, we never cut off. I mean, when you come to the city, and the kid did what he's doing great work. And I'm just not saying on the football field. Y'all see what he's doing body wise, and you see what he's doing football. But the kid is doing great work in the community. It's not probably a weekend where he's not at Habitat for Humanity, helping build houses, going around the schools and speaking to kids and telling them his story and telling them, what a great kid. He came out the east side came out to my school late in the school year last year and talked to some kids and mentoring some people. B3, who was from here, I think the first day of school, he had some Gators over here at the local elementary school. So these guys are really putting in great work, and I'm so proud of those guys. Sometimes I keep telling you, everybody, see you not for everybody, and you gotta be in the right mind for CU. I think Kamani learned a lot of stuff coming to Colorado.
Go ahead. Repeat what you just said for the people that's in the back that didn't understand that about Colorado. Say that one more time for him.
Oh yeah, he learned a lot at Colorado. And he brought a lot of that, what he learned mind wise, the toolage in the you've never heard Deion Sanders say any bad things about Commander McClain. Kid just had other stuff going on. Again, it's heck being a kid who everybody depended on. And a lot of these kids, that's what they are. They become the guy that they were dependent on. Deion, you heard Coach Brown say it. These kids signed national letter of intent, and Their parents retire. They quit their job because they son them went to college. It ain't even about getting to the NFL no more. It's about getting to college because they paying for everything. But Kermani learned a lot here, and like I said, he came down here to Gainesville. He been putting in great work. If you go to his IG page, you'll see him out feeding people, out helping fix homes, going to schools. Uh, I tell people all the time that if you show me that your kids are doing good things, I'll point it out. I have to I tip my hat to Billy Napier and the work that him and his staff are doing in this community that I live in. These young men, they're out in the community, in the lesser fortunate kid communities, going to the schools, reading the kids. Like I said, they was at people's school on the first day of school, helping the little elementary school kids get out the car and not be afraid to go to class and things of that nature. So I tip my hat to Billy Napier and what he's doing here. Also to DJ Lagway, because everybody say they stand on business. Everybody holler about they stand on business. I stand on business. DJ Lagway stood on business. DJ Lagway told them people at the University of Florida they was getting ready to fire Billy Napier after that Miami lost, and then they lost to somebody. Boy, they had a board meeting that Sunday after the game. Now I know what they was talking about. Baby, who got the check? So we got to write it so we can get him out of here and get us somebody else. And Lagway stood on business. Lagway said, "Well, I tell y'all what, y'all fire Billy, I leave." Oh well, hold on. And what you know is, my granddad always told me, don't go by what you hear, go by what you see. God will show you certain things. And when that boy stood up for Coach Napier, that's when Florida started rolling. That's when they started winning. They started winning. That's when they went on that winning streak and had that, finished the season all strong. So kudos to him and what he's doing. Like I say, what he's doing down here. They got the Gators picked to have a good season this year. I really don't know. We ain't gonna know nothing this week, so don't go out. So if you see 60-0, don't want nobody calling talking about Dre. Y'all got something going on down there in Gainesville. Don't know. They playing the deaf and the blind high school from down the road. They not. Like I said, I don't even. No disrespect to Long Island. I promise y'all, there's no disrespect to y'all. I do not know where y'all school is. I'm just being honest, bro.
Telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I never when I asked them boys who they was playing, and they said, I thought they was playing. They were like, oh, yo, we play Long Island. I was like, oh, y'all, you joking. Like, no, that's who we played. Man, I said, man, y'all, man, listen, bro. Y'all, let me go call Billy. Let me go call Billy up and ask him what they got going on, man. Y'all got these people coming down here for nothing. And they say, like I said, the game sold out. I mean, these people excited for these people to be coming down here to get beat like a drum. I don't get it, bro. I mean it, bro. If I get to the game and I'm right, bro.
Well, I guess the opponent, the other team is the Long Island's thinking about, well, I might get seen by a scout or somebody. I might play my best game, and they might like where I play even in my loss. I'm just giving them some, trying to help them out, Coach Dre.
I'm with you, Unc. I mean, maybe them boys, can get hit the transfer portal, but boy, it's gonna be full. It's gonna be a full house, boy. I'm telling you, that thing gonna be lit. But boy, listen, it should be 28-0 going into the second quarter. I'm just telling you.
All right. So I know you've been asking Malcolm. You was asking for score predictions, things like that. We do those shows on the day before the game or Fridays, depending on as long as we play on Saturday, we do those type of things on Friday. But because the game is on Friday, it's going to be on Thursday. So Thursday is going to be a day show, normal time that we normally used to come on, about 12, 1 o'clock-ish Eastern Standard Time. We'll do that because I got to travel. Thursday. So we'll get that in play on Thursday. We're going to go through CU expectations, X factors, key players for both sides, offense, defense. And then we'll go through the pick games, right? We do a pick games each week of all the top featured games for the week. So we'll go into, who's going to win, who's going to lose, things like that as we get into that. And then Friday is game day. So I can't forget about tomorrow. I ain't going to come back to tomorrow. But Thursday is going to be the CU X Factors and all that type of stuff that we always normally do at RobDaManMedia for those who this year just joined us this year that haven't been around. Friday is game day, boots on the ground. I will be at the game, boots on the ground. We'll have a pregame show. Coach Dre will be up here as I'm walking around doing what I do. You never know who I might see, where I might be at. Just tune in, tap in. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And then we definitely have a show Sunday, recapping the Buffs. And then Wednesday, see you Women's Wednesday. Dukes the Scoop will be on Wednesday tomorrow. Dukes the Scoop will be on. So y'all tap in with the aunties, y'all tap in with Dukes the Scoop because they will be here on the platform talking football. I don't know what the questions are. I don't know what the discussion is going to be, but I know they're going to be talking football. They're going to be talking a lot of CU football. So make sure y'all have y'all questions ready, loaded up, ready to go. But, Coach, I know that they've been wanting to ask you about Shiloh Sanders. Your thoughts, Shiloh Sanders making a 53-man roster before we get up off this thing.
What y'all expect? That's what I expect. I didn't expect. I'd have been shocked if he didn't make it. What I want y'all to do is stop giving them people all y'all energy. That's what I want y'all to stop doing. I want y'all to stop letting them people run y'all blood pressure up. Y'all be ready to throw something at the TV. Like, y'all cut it out. Y'all stop letting them people get y'all like that, man. The NFL is about making money. There's no way that Shiloh Sanders wasn't going to be on somebody's roster. He the highest paid jersey in the NFL. Do I like the way that things are being handled? No. By no stretch of the imagination. But I would be a hypocrite if I would say that everybody, like, I can't expect that Shiloh not gonna go through stuff if everybody else go through stuff and they have to do it. And so this ain't gonna do nothing but make Shiloh better. All this do is add to the story, man. And so we own the Browns. Lord knows I hate that, but we there. They can talk about Dylan Gabriel all they want to. They know that man not better than Shiloh Sanders, but hey, Stefanski, go ahead, bro. Go right ahead, do your thing. About game 6 or 7, we'll holler at you if y'all ain't won no football games. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest with y'all. NFL not for long. And so if you ain't won no football games by week 6 or 7, and I feel bad for them quarterbacks that's in there when them people show up with them 12 jerseys on and you be getting booed and y'all be hollering about we want Shiloh. Don't get mad at Shiloh, not one bit. Get mad at Stefanski and the ownership and Barry and all them guys. That's who you get mad at. Don't get mad at Shiloh Sanders. He ain't did nothing but come out here and show great work ethic. I've heard people say it shows that he not ready. It shows this. It shows that. Well, y'all didn't say that when Dylan Gabriel went out there and Stefanski had did everything he could to make him look good. He go out there and throw 2 interceptions. But I mean, he ready though. But I digress. But like I said, I don't let them people get me worked up because I know what Shiloh Sanders is. I know he's been battle tested. I know he understands the assignment. And all this does is make this kid more hungry. I'm just glad he's on the NFL roster. I'm more hurt for Shiloh right now, more than anybody. I'm hurt for Shiloh, but I know he'll get back on his feet. He'll end up somewhere. But I expect him to be able to.
I think they'll to the practice squad.
I think, like I say, but we also got to understand that is a standard. Yep. It's a standard, and Coach Prime has a standard. Todd Bowl, every good coach has a standard. That you can't say that we accept certain stuff, and then he does that, and then there's no consequences to it just because we love him and he our nephew, and Hey, he made a mistake. I think it was. I think the kid did a little too much as well. But you can't throw punches. Like that's a no in any league, little league, high school, college, pros. Throwing fists and blatantly letting it be seen in front of the referee, that's gonna get you ejected. And especially in a game where you're supposed to be auditioning and showing your talent, you can't get thrown out in the first quarter. So a life lesson. Just like I tell anybody else, if God can forgive us, then we can forgive others. So I think he'll be just fine. But like I said, I thought Shador was gonna make the roster. I thought he should be quarterback two, but hey, I don't own a football team because if I did, he'd be quarterback one. But I mean, we just gonna sit back here, and let Joe Flacco. I just want to see what the depth chart gonna look. That's what I want. I'm waiting on their depth chart to come out because I want to see how Kenny Pickett gonna be quarterback. Oh, they traded. Pickett,
They
right?
traded him. Yep, he's out of there.
So,
He gone. He goes.
hey, hold on, time out. Time out. About 2 or 3 months ago, somebody asked me that, and I said they were gonna trade Kenny Pickett. Remember when I said Kenny Pickett was playing hurt so he could get traded? Oh,
Yep.
okay, never mind. Okay, so
Listen, we tried to tell them that from the get-go. They didn't want to listen. They didn't want to hear it. They want to get their blood pressure all high. So all yelling and screaming. It's like, dog, this ain't even gonna play out the way y'all think it's gonna play out. I'm telling you,
and that's what it's just and I told y'all they weren't gonna take 4 quarterbacks. They just weren't gonna have 4 quarterbacks on the roster. That's just retarded. When you are, I mean, you got 4 quarterbacks on the roster because you paying Deshaun Watson to sit over there and not do nothing. So you got 4 guys that you paying to play quarterback. So we just gonna go and we know we better than that other guy, and we just gonna keep showing it. We gonna keep showing it. But y'all stop letting them people run your blood pressure up. Y'all quit going on them people's shows and hollering at them and screaming at them. Hey man, because that ain't. Oh man, look at man, Shador fans. They just scream at us and yell at us whenever we say anything, and y'all stop doing that, man. We gonna be just
And,
fine. Just let the man keep. Go ahead,
and just to add to that, right? I got we got a home remedy for you. You don't have to take it. You can leave it. We got CU coming up, and that's the home remedy for detoxing from the Shador Sanders drama. Just stick with CU right now. And then as soon as they put Shador on the field, everybody gonna know about it. Until then, let's just enjoy CU. Let's get it. Let's go. We ready.
let's go. Hey, one final thoughts.
hey, don't worry on about week 6 or 7. If they ain't won no games, you don't have to wait long.
I know that's right. And you won't have to wait long. And don't forget that my final thought is hit that like button on your way out and while you're still here. Please. We appreciate you. Thank you, Rob, for allowing me on your platform. Thank you, Coach Dre.
Hey, listen, this platform, me and Coach Dre, man, I'm just a guy, man. I'm just here, man, trying to bring the people, you know what I'm saying, good content, man. This me and my brother platform, man. We've been doing this thing for a long time, man. We just trying to bless somebody else. We appreciate it.
Like we always say, man, we appreciate everybody coming out with us. We didn't. It's go time for all you Colorado fans. We done made it here. We done got through. You done got through the summer. You done got through the summer. Got through fall camp. Now we here, man, and let's get ready because the haters coming out the woodworks and everybody. You can't say nothing. You can't be positive. Don't follow what the crowd got going on. Just because people follow because it's a lot of people that followed the crowd that ain't still here now.
Yeah.
Because you followed the crowd. You ain't got to follow the crowd. You can be your own person. Any trend that got started because somebody stood out and said, "I'm gonna do this." So we gonna stand out and be positive. Again, we gonna talk facts and we wrong. We gonna say we wrong and things of that nature. But we not gonna bash young men. Again, they young men. They just starting life. They out here playing a game that they love, And I don't want people taking that away from them because you don't understand these kids make a mistake. Like my brother Rob said, man, again, I'm gonna keep telling people, I'm just a nobody trying to bless somebody. I'm just out here trying to be a beacon of hope, living in my purpose. When I wake up every morning, I know I have a purpose. God has put on my life to bless young men, to make them better, and so they can be better. If you don't help somebody, if you ain't got something nice to say or willing to help somebody, then don't say nothing at all. As I always tell you, if you go read the Bible, there's only one requirement for everybody. Say they want to be great. I want to be great. I want to be great at something. I just want to be great. God has one rule for you to be great, and that's to be willing to serve. And that's why we in the situation we are in now in the world, because nobody's willing to serve. Everybody's willing to say, what can you do for me? Not what can I do for you? Or how can I help you? Or I love you, or you need a helping hand. I tell you all the time, if you had $1 in your hand and somebody came at you and say, hey, just need $1 to get what I need, would you be broke and wait on God to bless you and give that person that dollar when you say, oh, this is my only dollar, I just can't give it to you? It's not about what somebody can do for you. It's about what you can do for somebody else. And as I always say, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother from another Rob the Man. We will be back tomorrow night with the CU aunties and our brother, Duke the Scoop, here live at 8 o'clock, Rob the Man Media. Let's say, Sco Bus. It's game week. Get your popcorn ready.
Let's go bust. Hey, Ralphie, take us out.